This is concerning Year 11 Methods 9b, Estimating Probabilities. Sometimes when we're dealing with a random experiment which does not have an equally likely outcome, other methods of estimating probability are required. One example could be, what's the probability that when you drop a drawing pin that it lands pin side up or pin side down? We actually don't have any knowledge of what that probability would be. We could use 4 different methods to estimate those probabilities. Now these are estimations. The first one is selective probabilities. Someone says that Australia's got a 60% chance of winning a football match, therefore we use 60% as being the subjective. It's someone's feeling based on experience. Probabilities from data, probably a better way as we run an experiment. By performing this random experiment a number of times, it can give us the probabilities of success or fail. Simulation, we could use a thing to pretend or to imitate. So I might roll a die and I apportion a particular number to a particular event, or I might create a spinner, or I might put balls in a hat. And probabilities from area, I might be able to find the probability of hitting a particular number on a dartboard by working out the area of the number and the total area of the dartboard to find out my probabilities like that. 2 examples out of 9.5. Question 5. In a survey of 2,000 people, 890 indicated they regularly use social media. What is an estimate of the probability that the next person surveyed uses social media? Well, the probability of using social media based on our estimate would be 890 out of 2,000, which is 89 out of 200. That is the estimate of the probability. A square of side length 1 metre contains a blue section and a white section. What's the proportion of the square is blue? The total area is equal to 1. This blue is a quarter of a circle. The full circle would be pi radius squared, but I want a quarter of it. So it's going to be pi times 1 squared on 4, or pi on 4. So the area here is pi on 4. This is 1 minus pi on 4. If a dart was thrown equally likely to any part of the square and it hit the square every time, find the probability of hitting the blue region. Well, the probability of hitting the blue region will be pi on 4 over 1 minus pi on 4. To simplify that, pi on 4 over 4 minus pi, 4 pi on 4, which equals pi on top of 4 minus 4 pi. Or minus pi. So that's pi. So it's pi over 4 minus pi. That's not correct. I'll do that again. This happens to be this bit here. This has got to be pi on 4 on 1, which is pi on 4. So pi on 4 is the probability of hitting the blue region.